All right. Hello and welcome to your fifth Merge Tribal Council, Distortion Survivor. You are all here. Beautiful. Unfortunately, Grace is at work, so you're stuck with me. I know it's such a negative feeling when I have to ask the questions. But we will start with the usual. We'll start with Sam. Sam, you had won the immunity challenge. Explain to the people who are watching what that immunity challenge was.
Yeah, it was just a scavenger hunt. Most of the items were found at Goodwill and Walmart, but there's a couple of them I had to drive like 15 minutes around to different spots to get like an airplane and stuff like that. But yeah, it was pretty fun. And it worked out for me, so I have no complaints.
Right. Let's move to, I'm just going to go on my screen, Sabrina. So, Sabrina, because of the way that Billy's big brother went, you either chose immunity or you chose the veto. And you chose the veto last night or the other night, which it turns left you unable to win safety this round. How does that make you feel in regards to the game? Because they say like safety and your vote are the strongest things in the game, but you didn't even have the chance. So how are you feeling walking into this round?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm definitely nervous, but I also I knew that when I'm like you all told us we had to make the decision. So like weighing the options, I don't know. I just felt like for me, like at the time, I just felt like I would rather be able to play the veto because let's say like I ended up on the block last time or something, even if I didn't win the veto, like I could try to be like, oh well, I can't play next week's opportunity. Like so, it you next did I say opportunity next week's? I keep saying week. Oh my god, I can't speak. Immunity. Jeez Louise. Anyways, at the time, I thought that was the better choice. Now I don't know. I'm at peace with it. I guess I was also so busy yesterday, so I probably wouldn't have had time to run around. Anyways,
Right, let's move to Marcelo. Marcelo, kind of the same thing. You did compete in the veto, but you also did hold the power of the head of household last round. You had to make the nominations, break the tie if needed. Coming into the next round, do you think that, winning such immense power in a different format affects the way that you do moving forward in the Survivor org?
I mean, yes, because I mean, I had to nominate three people last round, and two of them are still here. So it's like you always have to think about that in the back of your mind. And like Sabrina said, we all know what we signed up for when we wanted to either play veto or play in the immunity challenge. Um, I wanted to play in veto just to see what that was like, and the risk was that I didn't get to play in this immunity challenge. So yeah, clearly it's going forward, you have to always think about challenges and securing your safety. So it was definitely a thought and definitely a sense of moving forward. But hopefully, I'm not the one, and I can move on.
All right, let's move to Coach. So, Coach, the past few tribals and even during Big Brother night, there was talks of, people publicly admitting they had advantages or, you know, people saying, "Oh, well, I did blah blah blah," or "I left with blah blah blah." Like, so how are you feeling now? A lot of people have claimed a lot of things, either during tribal, leaving tribal. How are you feeling going into the vote with potentially some advantages, potentially no advantages, potentially people were lying? How do you feel moving forward?
Extremely nervous. You know, downsides to not going for advantages in these games are it raises your likelihood of being taken out by one or you being taken out because someone kind of holds an advantage over somebody else's head and says, hey, if you don't do this, then I'm going to use this and get rid of you. Um, and that's a scary feeling to have. Now, I do believe that what was said about the advantages, like everyone saying they had this, that, and the other, I do believe those are true. Um, I don't know. what else there could be left in the game besides what we all know. Um, but I would assume they're going to be expiring between now and 5 or 6. Maybe I'll be here for that. Maybe I won't. But yeah, it's definitely scary. I'm very anxious.
Right, let's move to Aaliyah. Aaliyah, so the past few tribals, when we ask about energy level, when we ask about what's happening in the game, we've gotten a lot of mixed answers in the, past few rounds. When we ask how's the atmosphere, people would say, um, it's been a lot. It's very chaotic. I mean, we look at the live night going into the merge, and you guys said it was a lot, and it ended up becoming a rock draw. How do you feel this round specifically about the quote unquote chaos? Is it calm or is it chaos to you?
I mean, pretty stagnant for me. I don't know, these last 3 rounds have like been really weird for my game. So like just in terms of conversations, they've been very different than they were before in the way that they're barely happening. So in terms of high energy and chaos, I'm not really feeling that. I do feel the anxiety, but like at some point you just gotta accept what's gonna happen. So yeah.
Right. We'll move to Sean. Sean, Aaliyah used the word stagnant. Do you agree? Has it been stagnant with you, or do you think this is just a feeling that is unique to Aaliyah?
Um, Honestly, I agree with Aaliyah. It's been stagnant. Honestly, I could probably say the entire like this is the first time where like a game for me where we go to tribal and it's stagnant after that. Before immunity, it's stagnant. After immunity, it's stagnant till like the very last second. But yeah, so it's weird for me.
Right. Let's move to Tony. Now, Tony, we are at the final eight. Um, and we love our even numbers this season of Distortion because they are very primed for rock draws. Do you think that the word stagnant has been used by both Sean and Aaliyah? Do you think that anything crazy is happening tonight? Not even crazy to the point of a potential rock draw.
I think every tribal council could be very crazy and tricky. As far as tonight goes, I'm clueless. I have no idea. There could be $100 played. I don't know, but I'm just here chilling, watching the fashion show. So slay.
All right. And last, let's go to Justin. Justin, at the end of Billy's Big Brother the other night, we announced that you guys will be fighting for one of two spots in the finals and at Final Tribal Council this season. How are you preparing to, learning the fact that this is a final two, not a final three? How do you think other people are preparing for that fact as well?
Yeah, you have to change your plans. I'm sure there's a lot of final threes out there that can't exist anymore. So you have to really think about who you want there, and it's much harder to win or and to get there. So you have to think about a lot of things. Who you want to sit next to, who you think will take you there, and who might be taking up a spot there. And that's really what you're going to do, and that's what I'm doing constantly.
Right? We'll go to Grace's two usual questions. So first, raise your hand if you think that you are going to have your torch melted tonight and have yourself floated down the chocolate river. All right, everyone but Sam. Okay, okay. And for the last one question, if you could compare this round to a type of candy, what candy would it be and why?
Um,
I
I,
will say this round is like a Mr. Beast chocolate candy bar.
okay. This is giving. What is this? It's like, what the fuck is that candy called? Where you like, it's like a It's sugar. Like who would
Fun
pick
Pixie
dip?
stick?
Oh, pixie
Pixie
stick.
stick? Yeah, this is like pixie stick. Like we're opening up, and you never know what the I don't know. I just think pixie stick. That's what I've been thinking about, and I kind of want to go get one. So
Mhm. You know those like puff like peppermints that like grandmas always have? They're like melt in your mouth. It's just like I really want candy, but this is like
Mm.
what we have, so like I guess I'll have one of these.
Okay. I was never expecting to hear Feastables, but that was a new one. Okay. All right. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say or any pre-vote advantages that they'd like to play? Now be the time to do so. All right. It's time to vote. Either bump your vote or submit your vote as well. We are live in the VL, so if you want to make any shout outs, now be the time. And I will be back with the votes.
shout out to Sabrina Carpenter. You look amazing in your outfit, the red carpet. I know you're not watching because you're at the Grammys, obviously.
I'm so offended because I thought you were shouting at me for just looking amazing, and I was like, "Thank you." And I guess
No, like you are.
no, I'm just
Shout out
kidding.
to
I'm just
Sabrina for
kidding.
looking amazing. You are. You
I'm just
are.
kidding. Thank you.
Take one.
And shout out to my prod guest, obviously LJB, the world. You got it. New York City. Live, laugh, love. Love, laugh, live. Laugh, love, live. Laugh, live, love. I wanted to make sure all of them have.
That's like actually my Instagram bio. If you guys go look, it literally is that.
Live, laugh, love.
Hmm.
Oh my God. I was like, live, laugh, love. And then there's love, laugh, live. And then there's laugh, love, live. Yeah. You get it. You get it.
He like goes to my Instagram really quick just to see what I put. I put live, laugh, love. Yeah. I put the one that they put on like every one of those like family boards that you can hang up on the wall.
No, no, not Hobby Lobby.
I have that. My mom has that for like the placemats. I'm like, oh my god.
Literally, TJ Maxx, like even I think Walmart might have like their brand of it.
Yeah.
Meijer, yeah.
Oh, shout out Meyer. I've never heard of you until my
Ugh,
general manager said that the other day.
literally, Meijer is the best place on earth. There's one like less than a mile from my house. We love her. She's like a tame Walmart.
What that means? Like, what is an untamed Walmart?
Just regular Walmart. If you have to have like police officers, not security guards at the door, well then
There.
the Ohio Walmarts are crazy. So who knows? They like literally call one of the Walmarts that in my hometown like Crack Mart because of their history of their parking lot. That's actually crazy.
Hello, everyone. I have the votes, but first, if anyone has any hidden immunity idols or advantages and they'd like to play them, now be the time to do so. All right, votes are locked. When I read the final vote, that person will have just a couple of seconds to say their goodbyes and leave the Zoom. First vote, Coach. Second vote, Taco Tony. Third vote, Coach. Fourth vote, Taco Tony. Fifth vote, Coach. Sixth vote. Taco Tony. Seventh vote. Coach. Eighth vote. And the next person voted out of Distortion Survivor Pure Imagination. And the fourth member of our jury, Coach. Denson, if you have any final words, now would be the time to say them.
I'll see y'all next week.
Denson, it's been a blast. We've been trying for how long to get you to play? I'm super glad that you're able to find the time to play our game and make it as far as you did. But unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. You may leave the Zoom. And with that, congratulations on making it to the final 7 of Distortion Survivor. This next challenge will have 2 parts to it. The first part I will be sending in the announcements tonight. And the second part will be live tomorrow night. I will post a poll. But in the meantime,